Welcome to Pardon the Interruption. And my name is Shalin, and today we have two guests, Logan and Colton. And we will be discussing who we think is the Super Bowl favorites for next year. Colton?
Yeah, I think the Eagles have the best chance of winning the Super Bowl next year. They just got Saquon Barkley, and you saw what DeAndre Swift did with the Eagles' offensive line. Imagine what Saquon Barkley can do. I know he's coming off some rough seasons with the Giants, but I personally think he can be so dominant in the Eagles. I get they lost Jason Kelsey, so they can't really do QB sneaks or tush pushes anymore, but they got Saquon Barkley, new running back Saquon Barkley to rely on.
So that was a good reasoning, Colton. Logan, what do you have to, who's your Super Bowl favorite?
Well, it is definitely not the Eagles. Mine is the San Francisco 49ers because, well, Jalen Hurts, he's coming off a rough season and he's probably going to be thinking about, the odds of winning. But Brock Purdy just came off of a rough ending, but he came pretty far and he is learning his lessons. And we still have Christian McCaffrey and Brandon Ayuk, and I think that the 49ers coach will be able to push his team through and to be able to win the Super Bowl.
That's a good reasoning. Okay, so okay, so now who do you think will be one of the key factors winning the Super Bowl?
Yeah, I think one of our key factors definitely our offense, strong offense with A.J. Brown, Devontae Smith. We just got Saquon Barkley, Jalen Hurts. And for you guys, we got some paying out of the way. Like, we got Saquon Barkley on a 3-year deal, and it was only like $38 million, which isn't even that much of a running back. But once Brock Purdy gets off his rookie deal, you're going to have to pay him a supermax. We already got Jalen Hurts out of the way. You've seen players leave this offseason like Chase Young because they're struggling a little bit under the cap room. We will struggle a little bit later, but we have more guys on multi-year deals.
That's a really good reasoning, Colton. Logan, who do you think will be one of your key factors for the 49ers you think will win the Super Bowl?
I think the defense will help a lot because, the offense is pretty good, but the defense is what the 49ers have been needing because without their defense, they probably wouldn't have been able to make the Super Bowl last year. And I think that if their defense just makes strength, then they're gonna make the Super Bowl again. They have Fred Warner. They have Fred Warner, and I think Fred Warner is one of the key factors to the defense of the San Francisco 49ers.
That's a really good reasoning. Who do you think they will need to
Complete the team.
Yeah, what positions do they need?
Yeah, I feel like they might need another linebacker, and if Nakobe Dean doesn't progress to be that guy, or even someone we've got a lot of talent, but if people don't progress like we want them to, we might struggle. But for us, later in the season, we showed how dominant we could be. Starting the season off 10-1, we just need to learn from our mistake and not falling off like we did last year. And Jalen Hurts is already probably training to not fall off that hard.
So you're not really scared that they need any players right now?
I'm not scared if the players progress like they should.
And who do you think the positions they need for the 49ers?
Well, I think they need some good wide receivers and tight ends because, Brandon Ayuk's still there, but I think that one of these days his contract's not going to be there anymore and he's going to leave. So we might need some new receivers, but all in all, I think the receivers are doing pretty good. And that concludes of why the San Francisco 49ers are going to make the Super Bowl.
And time to go on to break.